It was a National Cathedral, a home essence, Sama Sisia, Archbishop Duncan Williams, NAFI, Reverend Eastwood Anaba, almost as a Debbie, Sunny and America connect almost Omar resign. Nano na manfo bebrenano Omar react. Kevin Taylor, Ebusuya, wako deep. Na Kevin Taylor videos bia wasen drop no Ebusuya. Yabeko ensem into details. Product ba kwa ebema was skin ebe fefefe ukoko no ebeji ne ho na afi wotuntum no so Ebusuya. Eni ebeda hot tron pa eno ani Chloe product and am recommend amount and as we use product be na reaction no anko yie eni nti wonya na so buy and as a dark spot e wo skin be bia we use Chloe product Ebusuya ebeboa wo US no pe product we be e use a shipping free or other countries so be kitu e bi and wo betua for shipping na no de won sa aka Chloe product. So Cathedral almost started you know questions be brina and amount for ebisa Nina said $500 million. Saskano a foundation and a omuchiruma omudidu. And on our bakaya, okujeto ablakwa. On a one board of trustees, a Reverend Pussy Boating, Sansam Noprano and the show, a court. Nano and dry one half year, Archbishop Duncan Williams, NAFI, Reverend Eastwood Anaba, almost so much. They don't want to be part of that National Cathedral saga anase buraha elkoso no enu nti no Omar resign na Kevin Taylor videos wa drop no o se wemu samekan Kevin Taylor busuan sam wo de hyehye so ho no yenti anombra na afi yenko letter omode ababonten no eso
the $500 million cathedral na yekan ho asem no just foundation $500 million menewo yesika enomda kutu foundation $500 million. Now, Yanko into the details. Duncan Williams and Eastwood Anaba. From the beginning, a software way catch the Ghana for say, Sa Cathedral na akufo-addo say, "O amani nyankopono." He wasn't going to touch the taxpayers' money. But the first step they took was that they took the taxpayers' money to fly pastors to America to come and do what? Come and solicit for funds to go and build a cathedral that akufo-addo promises God. That we buggers in America, some of us who are dumb, they not promise God. And the first thing they did was they all joined a criminal carnival and they came to the United States of America for funds. Menamoka say Duncan Williams baby. Almost a sa a soft for Pentecost, a soft for Presby, a soft for but almost a sa a soft for Penifogu play mu and you about America. This is Duncan Williams. And Duncan Williams was very vocal, criticizing everybody who spoke against the cathedral, telling us that we are not godly. Today, Duncan Williams is rather the ungodly one. He has become a laughingstock. He has become the liar who led a criminal carnival to come and dupe Ghanaians in the name of God. Today, you have resigned. Who today is swallowing their words? God in his own wisdom will judge each and every single man by the words that comes from their mouth.
Somebody was asking me the other day, why are you so passionate about this National Cathedral? And I look at them, and it was a believer asking me. And I said to them, I've been here for a while. Never have I seen any president, save or unsaved, who came into office and said, I want to build a National Cathedral to the name of the Lord. And hear me, hear me, hear me. At least it is one thing he cannot will it to his kids or his immediate family. At least there's something somebody is determined to do for the benefit of the name of the Lord and for the benefit of others and humanity and not for himself. And you know who are, you know the people fighting it? Not other religions, but it's us Christians. It's us Christians fighting it. And some of you are fighting it because it's not your party and your president that is building it. So you must oppose it. And some of you love your political parties and more loyal to your political parties than you are to the Bible and the cause of Christ. That is where we are. The Muslims have built a national mosque and nobody has complained about it. But a national cathedral where there will be first of its kind, Bible museums with the different characters in the Bible being showcased, where children, family, people will travel from far and near to pay and come and look. And it shall stand for God and country. as a memorial. We'll oppose it. Who is giving to it? Who is financing it? Where is the money coming from? As if somebody have asked you for your money. And we'll oppose it. Even when we don't understand it, we won't ask the question. We criticize it. We fight everything. At this convention, there is a singer coming. I've heard of him. I've never seen him before. And a Muslim friend of mine said to one of my daughters in the church, ask Papa if he's interested to have this singer.
This is how they mislead you people. No Muslim in Ghana contributed to building a national mosque in Ghana. It's a lie. No Muslim contributed a dime to build a national mosque. No taxpayers' money was taken from the Ghanaian taxpayer to build a national mosque. This man stands in the house of God and lies. In his so-called house of God. And these are some of the foolish people who were telling us we need to give money.
Here live at the Museum of the Bible here in Washington, D.C. And I have a gentleman here who will introduce himself and talk about the cathedral.
Hello, my name is Daniel Duncan Williams. It was a beautiful event. The cathedral is amazing. It is my first time being here, and absolutely everything that I've seen has blown my mind, and I just can't wait to see what the future holds for it and everything that's going to happen. And
this is Duncan Williams' son. He was part of the people who were sitting in the first class, business class, or whatever, to fly from Ghana. This gentleman, this guy talking, is Duncan Williams' son. This guy. This is the guy. Nana Akufo-Addo took the taxpayers' money and put him in a plane to come to Washington, D.C. and said, give us money. Me and my father, we are going to build a cathedral. This guy. That is Duncan Williams' son. These are the people we listen to say Akufo-Addo should build a cathedral, and that we who are questioning Akufo-Addo, we are the demons. And this is what Duncan Williams was preaching about. So these are the people you recognize as God's children. These are the people we are envious of. These are the people you are telling us because we don't belong to your church or your political party, we hate them. This thing, you have muddied yourself. You can never get clean again.
So my pleasant duty on behalf of the Board of Trustees, and I think I can also say same on behalf of the fundraising committee. We are totally overwhelmed by your presence, and we would like to say, Indabani Imaraba, Inga Wanghelin Yefe Awawa Atu, In Akan, Yamamunina Akwaba, In Ewe.
Hey! Oh, sika ho slangs. Mekata maweno. I will feel. I suffer the gangsters. I suffer do American mafias. Obukuta grass almost slangy so. In where we come from, Pamawako, or I'm gonna also be so slangs move bread knife. Hey, I suffer the Italian gangsters. Okutagrasum, makakaka. Where we come from in West Africa, we either give you cola nuts or shoelace. If you swallow the shoelace, then we add angwamo. As I stand here looking like a junkie, I'm a pastor in Ghana, but 17 of Bedruha. Sound kwasia some way and the sea Washington DC. Yes, sir. None of these guys, negabuckle. Negabuckle, we miache. Emia bow tie, emia kasoko. Asha long jacket teguso. I say, oh, James Bond fuma, oh, kokukila ani. Where ye de, and ojina, okasakura want to maintain negabuckle. Hey, namusana what ye?
Duty on behalf of the Board of Trustees, and I think I can also say same on behalf of the fundraising committee. We are totally overwhelmed by your presence, and we would like to say, Indabani Imaraba, Inga Wanghelin Yefe Awawa Atu, In Akan, Yamamunina Akwaba, In Ewe, Mikata Miaweso. Welcome to this national fundraising luncheon.
I said towards the chini able to two and as on frek kilasumi mra. Mekaka just do American I beg bojandam ni bibia sasa. Hey! Any editi hey. Nigga bako wabe din ya shano ho. Wa din ye bo bia bo din and then ya kwatwa power aba no. Mo terminal report na mebo no ha no.
Ebuso anti Kevin Taylor and all warm me up e wo ho no. Na no na wo sen obechire mu say afiansa Archbishop Duncan Williams any of you Reverend Eastwood Anaba omo letter omo de come president no ono Kevin Taylor obedwedwom. Na Duncan Williams o say den Reverend Eastwood Anaba omo nyina so omo say den
Duncan Williams any eye Eastwood Anaba ese obo free cathedral no board no so adentia cathedral no eye beifo ena sebio omo ene akromfo ena akamutira bom ena omo bebu Ghana fo enti dia meba be sisi ane se mebe kan eye Eastwood Anaba ene eye Duncan Williams omo letter na brofo mu chiro no ma chirechirem so Duncan Williams say yene ane ye ka cathedral no ho ase be ko bonsam gem letter ni emu pi papa we de che me biem ye anya sa be family so time Duncan Williams so resign and Eastwood is a resign into or so any okocho letter there I have a bidisham into Duncan Williams okocho letter and Eastwood say oh Mr. resign ti yen you to draw letters mean because you say paper because you see the number the paper boy dey into the okocho the media baby letter no 2 in 1 it into resignation letter no 2 in 1 nipa mienu resignation letter about paper back so because it's Eastwood Anaba catch Duncan oh Mr. also resign oh okay oh in the name of God can you put my name in there into Eastwood I catch Duncan say put my name inside because I don't have money for paper I Eastwood me penasem very honest so for and the other who have share a towe mu into say also a criminal I don't not lie you into Eastwood say oh Duncan people know you so you put my name inside that me too I don't want to do it because the way the thing is going if power changes I don't want to stand in front of commission into a 2 in 1 letter because it is from God and our God into me kind 1982 forum hey brofu we there Duncan Williams so brofu na wo kind Yeshua Hamadeya will help me and the Lord of Jerusalem the Yeshua hey Duncan no huna all right me be kind letter no we extend our profound salutations to you in the name of Jesus Christ. As much as we have met many times over the past 2 years on issues of national significance, you may recall our request for an appointment with you to specifically discuss the National Cathedral of Ghana. A vision of yours, a vision of yours that we share and cherish. We truly understand that the demands of the nation and indeed the world that have been placed upon your shoulders may have prevented the realization of this meeting. Duncan Williams said, Yedi Yesu, Ochedian Pokwame Neba Edimu Ena Erade Eye Aziza it's later almost started so ye di onyankopon dimu ena ye di chiao eye president Aziza akufo-addo yesu dimu ye bana dwebrɛw na adekodie ntia ye twro krata we me side chick eye Eastwood Anaba because Eastwood Lord Kenya alongside Ochiame Kwame adekodie ntia ye twro krata we di abrɛw ene se ya pem so asa ye ne wo behia na sebio adwuma dia efa wo cathedral waga say God's cathedral afi what or say your cathedral you have to pay attention to details mo amonte brofo no mo amonye comprehension enye grammar analyzation and summary no na me be kire mo classes no Duncan William could have used a word called the Cathedral of God and I say the National Cathedral, but he used this word, your cathedral. Say wo akufo-addo. Ya boy pia say be siawo. Na ye ni wedi nkomo bia efa wo cathedral no ho. It's from God. Yes, ne. Man ko bonsam jima mumba ko bonsam jim. Die be sin ne mi dwedwam. Inti Duncan Williams Eastwood Anaba actual letter no. Omo first paragraph no. Omo kire wo letter de mu se eye wo akufo-addo. Ya pemoso e de so pemoso. Ya pese ye no tena se. Ne ye ni wodi nkomo bia efa wo cathedral no ho nanso ye hunu se eye meeting de ya pem so ba meeting emma so na ye hunu se sebio ebia eye dwuma kese a Ghana for de asoa nti ama udwuma de dɔso ema wontumi nya emrempo ene ye ntena se entwetwe nkomo emfa eye wo cathedral na wusi no hwe aha na obekire se grammar ye dwuma yenko enim because of God. Baby, ever do be the God be show. Say in the name of God. I say attention God. Yanko paragraph 2. Oma Daniel Adiana Akufo-Addo, your cathedral. Duncan was a hard guy. Duncan. We feel you, Duncan. Duncan. It is God. Papa, so we feel no nipa ni o or per master say Papa you maybe show no. I love Duncan Williams and the main country, but where do I mistake kesi pa? Hey, oblige come for that. Young God number 2. Further to the National Cathedral in January 2023, as trustees of the Board of Trustees, we submitted a draft resolution to the said board resolving that current activities, advancing and construction of Ghana's National Cathedral be deferred until the findings of an audit. Mamen take paragraph we be paragraph 2. Further to the National Cathedral in January 2023. As trustees of the Board of the Trustees, we submitted a draft resolution to the said board resolving that current activities, advancing and construction of Ghana's National Cathedral be deferred until the findings of an audit. Or say, Eya afia ye si mi Nana Akufo-Addo okpo aziza. Yene trustees sa ye wo eye National Cathedral Board so e the trustee for no. Yen nyina de adwene baako eka bomu ema ye tworo krata se eye wo cathedral na yesi no nyome bi ye nwirem wom nyome bi enhyeda ente ye hu se dwirim bi aba na ye tworo krata January afia esimu se nka nyoma na ye hu ni ye ya sebio aye kokwasa kakra no na nka ye pese ye gina na nka ye ka se na nka wo se cathedral na yesi ni ye ngina na ye nhwehwe sikasemu senya ye fande ni sikasem entotoye ye fe audit enti Duncan Williams say omo January na omo year resolution omo tena ase dwene ho say cathedral no because of God sibia ekono na omo pese ye gina January na nke ye hwehwe mu sikasem ye because na omo ankasa board trustees no members no they were not seeing things right sibia yesi sibia yakeka bom eye cathedral ni nyina ho keka no na omu hu ni ye because of God. That's why I'm doing this. Okun anymore say this deferment included a cessation of activities of the Board of Trustees. Specifically, our resolution stated, and I quote, "In the spirit and cause of transparency and accountability to the Ghanaian people, the current Board of Trustees of the National Cathedral shall appoint an independent accounting firm to audit all public funds contributed to the National Cathedral. The appointment of an auditor shall take place before the deferment of the activities of the Board of Trustees." Almost say, in fact, yen nyina ye kan ya adwiri bomu se cathedral no na e wo se ye gina. Ma yen nya hu adwuma bia biom na ye hwehwe cathedral no mu sikasam omo de omo sika be hyemu bebia ye nya sika free de cathedral no na de kan nyina ne se na nka wo se ye gina cathedral ni siri na nka wo se ye gina na ye tu sa na mo we ansa na ya to aso. Into January no na trustees no Board of Trustees no etro krata ka say mummy engina na I say dwirim bi koso I say kokwasa bi koso I say kronu bi koso yem pese ye be point your fingers ase we ye kronfo we ye wi no na ye nyina kan ya dwene bom say anka ye nja cathedral ni si January no na ye ma auditor bi mra na o mehwehwe nkrata emu na onwu se sika bia eko cathedral na anasa amena na etu no eye sika krogyen a sebio enye kronu sika enye aban sika enye ankorankora bia oton koke sika sene be ya adwirimu be ye fine ansana ye yitabono no eme ye sika cathedral no yenko enim because of God. That's why I'm doing this. Despite our prayers, best hopes and wishes, unfortunately, a needed audit to help restore public confidence and trust in this consequential project has not been enacted to the best of our knowledge. Or see, upon the moment try jina cathedral no construction. Nanka yahwehwe nkratemu na yama auditor bi abehwehwe nkratemu no omo trustee for no hu say de oma ye nyina no eye nanado danko akufo-addo aban no ene eye cathedral for ni bi omo deda so no omo ampene emomo njai cathedral ni si anhwehwe nkratemu anko omonim inti de all can say upon de omo ye nyina ne meetings omo try some ne akufo-addo be ya amaso ene resolution meeting omo call ye ka omo adwene bom ni nyina sa nyoma ni nyina eye aban akufo-addo ene MPP ebubu eduasha omasum ama omuentie yenko enim. Since January 2023, we awaited news to no avail regarding the findings of the audit. Say from January afi esimi Duncan Williams ne eye Eastwood Anaba de kasa yo. Say eye afi esimi eye busum edi enim January. Tena ho say anka akufo-addo ene ne MPP aban na so si Cathedral man yankopon a omo asofo abeka ho no na nka omo dwene say from January there anka omo metia asem da bi afiri akufo-addo ho ene na aban ho se ne be ya omo begina na omo hwehwe nkratem ansa na omo akomonim na enso omo twenye because of God omo anti bibia biem. We therefore regret that as a matter of conscience and faith we hereby submit to you our resignation from the Board of Trustees of the National Cathedral. We honorably assure you, as we assured the Board of Trustees in January 2023, with the submission of our resolution, that our action in no way impugns the vision or intent of the National Cathedral, but rather ensure that it is advanced and built on a foundation of integrity, efficiency, but rather ensure that it is advanced and built on a foundation of integrity, efficiency, and quality, whilst gaming, advanced and maintaining public trust and support. Let me take this again. Duncan Williams, natural brofono. If you don't take your time, Duncan Williams work out. Now, Duncan Williams and Eastwood Anaba say, Omo resigning every year the National Cathedral trustees no board and so. Now resignation now omo resign and I say sa resignation so dey na also can omo say enye say ebia sebio omo twa omo ho na omo dia gu cathedral na eye akufo-addo na aban esi no ho fin. Na emom adekudie ntia omo twe omo ho every cathedral no board no so no ene say omo pese cathedral na yesi no e wo se omo di bibia ye frɛ no eye crogement eye se omo pese pepeyo emu da ho fine ema eye Ghana fo ne wiase nyina hu se cathedral no sebio omo a omo bo echi dom no omo so sebio omo di omo ni to fom omo di sebio omo ni eto eye nyoma bebre so omo di omo integrity eto line so omo so den omo Duncan so lodu ade we o with submission of our resignation intend to National Cathedral, but rather ensure that it is advanced and built on omo say the kudientia omo twa omo ho say enye say bia omo de bo apayo ana etimu boni bi e na omo de twa omo ho ama cathedral no egu na emom omo pese cathedral no ekoso na emom cathedral no omo pese ekoso no omo pese eye pepeyo ene eye den etimu fan ene no kure ene sebio eye nyoma enwote edisi cathedral no na emom ti na omo ti omo no enye se bia cathedral no eye ade bi omo pese egu ade bi omo gu renim ase anaso omo pese omo gu president no fin anaso omo ma cathedral no look it like say eye ade bia eye ade bone na emom because omo pe no kreyo omo pepepeyo omo pese sebio nyankopon eye integrity kakra ode am omo no omo bo ho banti omo pese cathedral no koso ba omo pese no kure edeti inti me bon tofa omo se omo twa omo ho efise omo pese no kure ededi e wo cathedral no nisimu inchire muso we dion Duncan Williams papa na day ka we de ka krebia say gebia because of den na ka kind no atwo bofo tin all because of God. $500 million no akọ ase obia resign manaka nipa 2 pe on the National Cathedral Board no Victor Kusibuatin oni Edu Jemfi sankofo mienu we omunkwa na aka board no so. How can we allow these people to lie to us? Akronfo we National Cathedral na esi efri Nyankopon no aka ewifo mienu e na omote board no so omumienu omunie. Victor Kusibuatin oni Edu Jemfi sa ewifo two way, they are the only two thieves left on the National Cathedral Board of Trustees. Omupenaka. We keep telling Ghanaians, we don't hate anybody. We don't hate God. We don't disrespect you people because you are Christians. But we are just asking simple questions. We need simple answers that are reasonable. Duncan Williams and the rest of the men of God. We don't hate you people. Me sitting here, I respect all of you as fathers. I respect you people as men. Some are older than my father. You are people I should respect any day. But when people like us, when young Ghanaians are questioning politicians, you don't take over the responsibilities of politicians, because we were questioning akufo-addo. What have you done for the people? Have you been able to fulfill that mandate? Because the reason why we voted for you wasn't because of a cathedral. It was because to build schools. It was because you had to create employment. It was because you had to make the economy better. It was supposed to build a university. You were supposed to do these things. So when we, young men and women, we come out and we start to question politicians about neglecting their mandate, you men of God are supposed to stay back. You are supposed to be the protectors and the conscience of the society. You are the people who are supposed to even pose the questions for us to also ask some of the questions. But you don't come to the defense of criminals. There are only two criminals left on the Cathedral Board today, and it is Victor Kusibuatin and Edu Jemfi. How did we get here?
Reverend Eastwood Anaba, NAFI, Archbishop Duncan Williams, though Omar resign, but near Akosono, in future no, Omo de Bakayomo, because they were part of this national cathedral. And baby, what amendment here and say, Archbishop Duncan Williams letter or the Bible, or say, Nanado, wo cathedral now, wo si ubesi amanya kopono. Then it means that Omo no mo kyo mo hefim. What am I for say how? In this year, board of trustees, wohwemu aka Reverend Victor Kusibuatin, NAFI, Edu Jemfi, sa nkrofo mienu pe enaka. Mashawa so we share video we na afoforo so ensa ebekebi na wo be kire wa adwen ama me e comment section ho.